everyone.
Hi.
We're back. This is Elyse, as you guys might know by now. Today we're going to do a video that's probably really requested, and that's basically talking about her story and also about bulimia, binging, and purging. I get a lot of comments about this topic. I get a lot of comments about this topic. And I don't really have much experience about it, so I thought I'd bring someone who does.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm here today.
She's gonna talk a bit about her story.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, like right now?
Yeah, like
okay.
now.
So you guys maybe know me from Instagram, whatever, depending on who you're following.
Previous videos.
Yeah, previous videos too. I'm sorry, I'm a little sick today. So basically my story is I started to have my ed during October last year, like not the one that just passed. Yeah, exactly. And I first started with bulimia. I struggled a lot with bulimia, and it went down the road like really fast. I started yeah, what's the word for people who are like scared of like the word purging or something like that?
Oh, there's like a thing for that. People that have like a fear of throwing up.
Yeah, whatever. So if you have a fear of people throwing up, don't listen to this video because we're talking about people throwing up. So after that, when June came by, I started seeing a therapist, and my problems came out, and people started to notice my weight loss, and etc., etc. And then I started to restrict a lot, and that's when my I say anorexia, but like because my ed changed a lot, like
it switched.
Yeah, it switched, and I know a lot of people do that, like they switch from anorexia to bulimia or to bulimia to anorexia. It happens a lot, and I know that there are people like Val who like have only one problem, and like she never purged or whatever.
Yeah.
So and some people have like mixed too, like anorexia with binging and purging. So I started restricting a lot, and during the summer I restricted and I purged, and after that I stopped purging, and today I am, I'll just check on my phone because I have a countdown. I am 65 days purge free.
19 hours.
But I can't say I haven't had the thoughts of purging, and I can't say like I didn't struggle with those thoughts too. But as I said, I'm 65 days purge free, but I restricted a lot like during those times still, and I have problems with my meals, and I have like a lot of trigger foods. Depending on the ed I have, like I have trigger foods with my bulimia and trigger foods with my anorexia, and like it's kind of mixed up. So that's pretty much it, like a brief like my story and about how I lived through my ed and what happened to me. I also have depression and anxiety too. Val told me you had a lot of questions about bulimia, so I accepted to answer her questions.
This is very nice. I get a lot of questions about bulimia and purging and binging and stuff like that. So I have a couple questions for Elyse, and she's gonna like sort of talk about them and like educate herself. So basically, like, what is bulimia like? Compared to anorexia, I guess, for some people that don't know.
A lot of people who have bulimia struggle with binges and like eating a big amount of foods and like purging them, or I say you can purge them through different ways too.
Yeah,
maybe exercise.
Yeah, because a lot of time people ask me like, oh, did you ever purge? And I'm like, I never threw up, but I always like purge through exercise.
Yeah, I say that's a different type of purging, and like eating a lot and restricting for a big like amount of time is also I say like a purge. Like you try to like clean your whatever that, because that's the significance
like
of a purge. Yeah, like, and people with bulimia usually when I had like my bulimia was really strong, I didn't have a lot of fear foods. I started to have fear foods when I switched and when I wanted to recover from my bulimia, but I didn't have like fear foods because I just accepted the fact that I would eat it and then throw it up. It came to the point where I knew what I wanted to eat, and how easy it was for me to purge it, and like I would direct my eating habits towards what was easier to purge. Like, I won't give any examples, but like that's about it. So yeah.
Yeah. So what are like the dangers of bulimia?
A lot. They have like a lot of dangers. And when I first saw my therapist, she told me, like, when I told her I would throw up 8 to 10 times a day, that's like a lot of you maybe do the same thing as me, or less or more. It's still the same. Like, you still have a problem if you you purge. They say, one thing I remember was when I wanted to seek help, and they said in like the criteria, like you had to purge 3 to 5 times a week at least to be considered as a bulimic, and for a period of 3 months. So I thought that was really ridiculous, because I think like if you like,
you make yourself throw up, that's not normal in the first place.
Yeah, true. And that means like if you purge like 1 or 2 times a week, you're not considered as someone who is bulimic, and I think that is really stupid, because I mean, whatever, it's not about the how many times you purge in a day. It's really not about that. It's about like how you feel about it, and how you go through your problems. And if you, like Val said, if you purge, it's just not normal in the first place. So yeah. And saying about my therapist, when she first met me, she told me later on in our therapy, she told me that when I first met you, the first thing I wanted you to do was to stop vomiting, because that has extreme like
physical consequences.
Yeah, but like they happen really quickly.
Yeah.
And she said, I wanted to make you stop purging, even if it was by making you like eating less, because it was really important. And they come, usually the danger with bulimia is that they come without like any previous like indicators of those problems, and it's mostly inside. Yeah. Like, not like physical, yes, but like it mostly happens inside, like with the, help me here, esophagus. Like, a lot of people have problems with that. I remember when I used to purge a lot, I had problems with my knees and my elbows. They used to hurt a lot. I had like the usual physical, like on the hand, like with my teeth, yellow teeth. I lost my hair too. I was super tired all the time. Like, bulimia really has a lot of dangers. It may seem like something so stupid, like throwing up, because I mean, everybody did throw up once, and like
they're sick or something.
Yeah, but when it happens a lot, like it really, I'll say, fucks up your metabolism a lot, your system, and
it's really dangerous for your potassium. I know that. Yeah. They always check your potassium and your electrolyte levels, because that can be really dangerous for your muscles, and especially for your heart. Yeah. If your potassium is low, then your heart can stop. And
heart attack. Like, a lot of people with bulimia who struggle with bulimia, like if they die, it really surprises everyone, because nobody really knew, and like a simple heart attack can be something
it can happen like out of nowhere. So that's really dangerous. Yeah. So if you have bulimia, definitely seek help.
Yeah, and take some blood tests too. Yeah. That's really important for your, like he said, your potassium and sugars and whatever, and like everything, because everything is really fucked up in your.
It's just like, not balanced anymore.
No.
How to prevent a binge and how to deal after you binge if you.
Okay. Because now I'll say something. I'm not really, I'm not perfect with that. Yeah. I'll tell you my tricks and whatever. But I'm not perfect, and I still struggle with it sometimes, and I know for a fact that it's hard, like it's easier to say than to do, but I'll try my best to like make this clear. It depends on how, like, if you're binged, first of all, if your binge is caused by restriction, I would say eat as many times as you can in a day, like regular, like not big meals or stuff, but like small things, and snacks. Snacks are super important when you try to recover from bulimia or binge eating or whatever, because if you restrict, it's because your body is literally craving food, any type of food, and when when he gets the chance like to have some, it will be like in a massive massive amount. And so I would say like eat regularly. I have so much problems with that. But and snacks, and between meals. We always say like don't eat between meals. It's not good. You'll gain weight. But that is so not true.
Yeah, it's like whatever.
And I would say try your best to understand why. First of all, why you binge. Because is it a restrictive binge or like an emotional binge? Because that happens a lot too. And you'll like people. I say normal people do binge. When they're sad. Like you always see like the girl crying because of a grade. Ice cream. Yeah, the ice cream and whatever. But an emotional binge, when it happens really frequently, isn't like normal. And I say you need to understand why you feel the urge to eat like your whole kitchen, and like what is making you feel this way. Like really question yourself about it, because a lot of times you'll just do it and then regret it, and you'll just be like, why did it happen to me, and it will never happen again, or I'll be careful. That is bullshit, and because it happens again and you feel bad about it. So I would say understand why, and if you're seeking help, talk to it about your therapist or your doctor or whatever. Really important. Yeah,
definitely get help if you're binging, and binging and purging, that's really dangerous for your body.
Don't feel like if you're not purging, if you're just binging, because binge eating disorder does exist, that is a problem, and that is like you can seek help for that too.
Don't just feel as legitimate as any other one.
Don't feel like you don't have a problem. And how do you feel after a binge? Was that the other question?
Yeah, like how to deal after it.
That is probably the hardest part. I guess, because honestly, when you binge, you feel like without the purge. Is it without the purge after, or when you try to not purge, or like
both?
Both. Okay. Binging, and when you're trying to recover from bulimia and not purging after, because I would say if you recover from bulimia, you do binge, and the trick is to stop purging after, because that is like the way out of your problems, I guess. But the fact that you're trying to not make yourself throw up, that is really really hard, especially after a binge, because that's what you would normally do, like purge after your binge.
Yeah, it's like a habit,
and you have to break the cycle, I guess. And so how you feel without the purging, that's really hard, because you obviously are not really, you don't know what to do with yourself, you feel bad as hell, you seriously want to kill yourself. That it goes that far. I mean, after a binge, if I feel really low, I'm so impulsive, I could probably kill myself. Like it's really hard to deal with, and it's a lot of emotions at the same time. But I would say not be alone after that, or talk to someone. Talk to your therapist. Try to, if it's like during the day, call her if you can.
Text a friend.
Yeah, write.
Tell someone. Just don't be alone.
Yeah, call someone. Go with your parents if they're open about it. I would say call your therapist, or write an email to your therapist. Like if you try to call them and they don't answer because they're in a session or whatever, write, like send her or him an email, whatever, and tell him how you feel, and try to figure out how you feel and why you're feeling that way, and you'll probably feel like shit, but I mean, question yourself. Just don't do it, and just don't let it pass, because usually people say that, like, don't. I would, like, if I binged, like, to prevent a binge, I would lock myself in my room, literally. But just sometimes you have to go through like a lot of ways to like prevent things or whatever, but just do your best. And but really the key is to talk to people. May they have an ed or not, or may they know about your ed or not. Just
distracting yourself.
Just distract yourself.
That's just like the biggest thing. Just get your mind off of it.
Yeah. And after a purge, well, that depends on if you're in recovery or not, because it changes a lot. After a purge, when I wasn't in recovery, I would feel really good about myself. I would feel like I had power. I would feel strong and like in control. But really, who was in control?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, but in recovery, when I purged, I felt the complete opposite. I would be full of shame. I would feel extremely bad about it because I knew, like, I had this. Like, once I was 30 days purge free and I fucked things up again, and that made me really feel bad about myself. And so yeah, and it's hard to like tell your therapist and tell people you like gone into your habits again. And so yeah,
but just tell yourself that it's not like always gonna be like this, and that there's always a way out, and that recovery isn't always gonna be perfect. So there's always gonna be like problems. But I think that even though I don't have experience with that, I think that it's just really important just to like distract yourself and just don't like isolate yourself. Like after you
really
purge.
not, really not. And I'm not like saying go like on a party or something. Just like, just don't be alone. Or do something you love or whatever, and
get your mind off of things.
Yes. That's what I would say. That's basically it.
If you guys have any more questions, she'll probably gladly answer them.
Yeah, I will, and I hope that I'll come back.
Yeah, she definitely will.
Yeah, so if you have questions on bulimia or whatever, just ask Val on her like
and I'll like
email and I'll answer them.
I'll post her Tumblr in this video. So thank you for watching, and I hope this was helpful.
Yeah, I hope to. Yeah, I really do.
Thank you, Elyse.
Yeah, my pleasure. And I know like you like Val a lot, and you really don't know much about me, but I hope that you guys really
will get to know more about her.
Yeah, and I hope that you guys liked what I said and appreciate. Like, it's not really hard for me to come here. I'm saying that like as if it was the biggest thing in the world, but I hope you appreciate what I said, and I truly hope it is helpful. And there isn't, I want to say that, I really want to specify that, there isn't a stupid question. There is no stupid question. Like, any question, how to do things, like, oh, but I won't give tricks or whatever, that would be wrong. But, like, any question that comes up after this video or whatever, just ask Val and she'll send them to me, and I'll answer with them. I'll answer them with a big smile.
Okay.
So we're going to have frozen yogurt right now, and so I hope that you guys have like a
nice day.
Yeah, because it's obviously day here.
Yeah. So you'll be seeing Elyse very soon.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye.